All right. Those were the credits. In this room, they're silent credits. And they're not visual credits. But we know that was Harold Payne and Faith Rivera. And I believe they wrote it when they're singing it. And there might be other people on the credit. Just the two of them?
Yes.
Oh, all right, then we knew that anyway. Okay, well, as you know, if you have been with us this month, and as you're about to know, if you haven't been with us this month, all this month, we have been exploring our inalienable freedom to live this life as fully and as joyously as we choose to live it. And there's not one of us, not anywhere in this world, no matter who, no matter where, that if they knew they were free to choose, just as we know that we are free to choose, there's not one of us that would not choose to feel healthy and strong, to feel peaceful and calm, to feel loved and loving, and to experience the bliss of the flow of abundant good in every area of life. The dictionary defines freedom as the state of being free. Now that might sound obvious, but it's important for us to consider what that means to us. When we experience the state of being free, we are being the being we're created to be. Eckhart Tolle wrote, "You can only lose something that you have, but you cannot lose something that you are." The state of being free isn't something we've been given. It's something we are. We were created free from the get-go. We're all free spirits with divine permission and holy license to explore this life that's been created for all of us in mind. To experience it all, to smell the smells and taste the tastes and hear the sounds and feel the textures of life all around us. To immerse ourselves in the magnificence of creation. That feel like what we're doing? To feel free in this world is to feel our being spiritual alive in us, guiding our human experiences as we live in the world, and yet not restricting us or keeping us from any experience. All of it's okay. All of it's all right. To feel free in this world is to know that we get to make up our own mind about what's true. And we get to change our mind anytime we feel like it. It's to feel empowered to express ourselves authentically wherever we are, knowing that that's where our power lies. It's knowing there's no one quite like us, that we've got what it takes to enjoy life and to be joy in life. It's feeling free to speak our truth and live our truth by choosing who and how we will be and loving our choices. It's not allowing our holy, powerful, love-given free will to be threatened by outer interference or by the assumptions of power over us by anyone in this world. When we're living from the inside out, from the spiritual to the human, when we trust our gut and follow our intuition about what's right for us and what feels true to us, we're in a state of being the being we're created to be. And there's no other purpose to our life than to fulfill the intention of our soul. In the Aramaic Bible, in the book of Luke, we read, "How is a man benefited if he should gain the whole world and he should lose his own soul?" When we're being the being we're created to be, we are soulful, we are loving, peaceful, kind, compassionate, joyful, energetic, curious, interactive, and harmless. We know that the spiritual being alive in us is alive in all beings, and that we live in a unified universe of love that is free flowing through all of it. As we've been considering, our God-given freedom to fully live can't be given to anyone else because it's an intrinsic, non-transferable part of who we are. And besides, no one else needs us to give them our freedom because every living being has been given the same freedom by the one source of life. When we feel free to be, we don't label anyone else or try to control anyone else or fight against anyone else or gossip about anyone else for any reason. Because we know that to do so tends to make us think of a divided world in which it isn't safe for us or anyone else to express authentically. Anyone or any group of ones that would attempt to try to take away or deny the freedom of others is fearful and isn't aware of what freedom truly is, because in their fearfulness they haven't experienced it for themselves. Abraham Hicks tells us the most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. The universe responds to us in the same way we respond to it, which is to say, according to the vibration our belief about ourselves and others and life is causing us to emit. Whether we're living out loud and feeling free, or we're hiding under the covers feeling afraid, we are emitting what we're getting and getting what we're emitting. Which brings us, interestingly enough, to the title of today's talk, Get Out of the Bus. I have a reason for saying that and for this title. I know that some of you already know, and I also know that many of you don't know, that long, long ago, I did a lot of cruising. And I visited a lot of places around the world. Russia, Finland, Sweden, the Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Portugal, France, Morocco, China, Japan, South America, and quite a few Caribbean islands. And I'm naming the many only as a preamble to telling you that I truly didn't experience the many. I experienced very few. Even though there were a few places in a few countries where we could actually go and explore on our own, most of the shore excursions were bus tours with a tour guide pointing out what we should look at and what we should see and what we should think about what we were seeing. And often we were told that we were restricted by the government of a certain country from going anywhere without our tour guide, and we were often told by our tour guide that it wasn't safe for us to explore on our own. So even though I've been to a lot of countries, I can't say that I've experienced most of them at all. And why am I telling you this? I have a reason. I didn't really give it much thought until recently. Actually, much thought for the last 30 years. Until a few weeks ago, when the virtual travels that I take when I'm on my treadmill took me to the Caribbean island of Martinique, an island that I'd visited back in the day. And the trainer took us to places that a bus couldn't go. And I realized I hadn't seen much of Martinique. And as he talked about the fragrances and the food and the sounds and the textures he was experiencing throughout our journey, I realized I hadn't experienced Martinique at all. Not at all. Because inside the tour bus, our senses didn't encounter the outer environment. Not only were we isolated sense-wise, we were isolated from experiencing the rich potential of the unique expression of life that was all around us, outside the bus. And it occurred to me that some of us, maybe many of us, may be viewing this earth life in the same way. From inside the tour bus, we've built with our fears of others, with our doubts about ourselves, and with the nuts and bolts of all the beliefs we hold about a hostile world that keeps us isolated and prevents us from experiencing the rich potential that is all around us. All the juicy goodness of life that has been created for us by the one Creator that created us and wants us to enjoy it. We let the media tour guides tell us what we should look at and what we should see and what we should think about what we see. And some of it looks so scary and sounds so foreboding that to live fully and authentically and freely, to live in a state of being free, to be ourself and feel at one with all life, might make us vulnerable to all that stuff. But Robert Frost wrote, "Freedom lies in being bold." We are free, inalienably free, to live this life fully or foolishly. Doesn't matter. We're free to do it. But are we bold enough? Are we bold enough to live our power to do it, to feel our power to do it? Our greatest freedom is our freedom to decide what we'll focus on and what we'll give our attention and energy to. Are we listening to the tour guides of the world telling us to focus on the threats to our health and our safety? To give our attention and energy to fear and self-protection? Don't get out of the bus. It's not safe out there. Do we give our attention then to judgment rather than love? To conflict rather than peace? To those things that cause sadness rather than happiness? Or are we listening to the one within us that knows the friendliness of the universe, of any environment that we're in, and wants us to experience it all? Because that one within us knows who we are and why we're here, and is whispering every moment, go for it. Live fully. It doesn't matter if we're in this country or another country. It doesn't matter if we're in a crowd or we're just with one person. If we're still inside the bus, we're not present for the experience. Even if we say, I love you, from inside the bus, it just bounces off the windows. We can't experience each other without being present with each other. Unless we live in a state of being free. Unless we live out loud by letting the within us live through us and as us in this world. Unless we immerse ourselves fully in the moments of our life, it can't be said that we're living a life at all. We're merely taking a tour of a life. Abraham Hicks tells us, give in to the well-being that is hammering at your door. Give in, give in, give in to all the goodness that is surrounding you and wanting to show evidence of itself to you. Start looking for the evidence of well-being. It's pervasive. It is all around you. So not to mix metaphors, but I'm going to. And actually, Jeff Utter does it a lot. And reality is optional, maybe in one sentence, which I plan to do too. We've all heard it said, life is not a spectator sport. We're created to play on the vibrational energy field of life and have fun creating within it. So let's decide to get out of the bus and put a little skin in the game. Namaste. All right. Well, this is the time of our service when we say thank you. Yeah, we are growing and it's showing and it feels so good. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up and being who you are and shining your light. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And thank you to all of you for watching us live stream, and a special shout out to Debbie in Guatemala. And thank you for finding us online during the week. We know you have a busy Sunday. Glad you found us. And we love what we do. We love coming together. We love feeling the energy of true being, the energy of love and peace and joy. We love talking about and feeling our potential to be more and more and more and more. And the freedom to live it out loud every moment, right from where we are. We love this. We love you who are watching. We love you who may have found us, and if you found us, it's meant to be. But if you'd like to see more of us, we'd love to show you more. And in this world, it requires financial support. So if you're wondering how to do that because you didn't know how before, or you just found us and right in this moment you think, wow, I would really like to see more of this. Well, we'd like to see more of you. And we'd like to feel you. So if you're wondering how to support us financially, then our wonderful, amazing treasurer who takes care of us in so many ways is here to tell you how. Dr. Jamie Phillips.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Another great talk.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm out of the bus. Feels good.
It is fun.
Okay. If you would like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center, there's several ways you can do it online. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. There's a donate button on that page. You can go to our website where you're going to see the podcast tomorrow and a synopsis. And that is lecflint.com. There's a donate button on that site. You can donate via PayPal. I'm going to give you our PayPal email address, but it's also in the sidebar. Right, Janice? Yep. It is. This is in case I get it wrong, right, Kim?
we can double check you.
lec2512@gmail.com.
All right.
And then also you can send in a check to our P.O. Box. It is Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And here in the sanctuary, we're going to be taking up an offertory while we listen to the beautiful voice of Marcia Allen singing in this very room. And then Reverend Stephanie will be back for our gratitude prayer. Thank you.